Starting. Starting. Let's see when I switch over. I'll tell you when. Not switched over yet. Eh. Oh, come the hell on. There you go. Wait, it's still not. Here we go when we're live.
Woohoo!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Geeks and Geeklets presents The Forgotten Prince. D&D 5th edition. We're going to be missing one of our party members tonight. He has some technical difficulties at his house.
Act of God.
Yeah, completely out of our hands. However, where we left off is quite a important part to the story.
Nowhere interesting. It's fine.
The party members were about to board their newly acquired sky ship, and they got a visit from two deities, Bahamut and Tiamat.
Yeah.
So, that is where we're picking up. Right there on the boat with the two deities. So, Tiamat looks at you guys in her cocky, indignant self and says, do we have to waste time explaining why we're here? Or are you guys going to make the better judgment this time and just stop pursuing what you're pursuing?
I said I wasn't going to smart off, but I don't know if I can help myself. So, why would we try to stop pursuing that milady? I'm so sorry.
She's a dragon. She's not a lady.
And it goes ages. All right.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I don't understand why everything's got to be so complicated. Look, she's a dragon.
Young half-orc, are you that daft?
I am kind of fast. Deaths? Yes.
Yes.
I got quick hands.
Brother, do you have anything to say to this? And the older guy, he looks like an old sage kind of person. Doesn't talk like he's old, though. I really understand that you are trying to do things for the better. However, what is that noise?
Yeah, I hear something.
I think it's probably Matt's TV.
Matt, turn your damn TV down. Or off.
I fixed it. I did. Is that better?
Yes.
That was amazing.
I can't.
It's
I
still
can't
on.
We have
hear the weird.
ambiance.
Yeah, like whoa. This is.
It was
weird.
It was a weird high pitched signal on that weird show that I was watching. So.
Usually they put the music to the series after they film it.
Yeah.
Not during.
Right? They put that in post.
Right.
See, the problem is I couldn't hear it anyhow because my headphones are in. But yeah, I caught that.
So you figured you would turn it up way loud and just let everyone else hear it too, or what?
Hey,
Sherry is caring.
What can I say? I'm daft.
Jenga. All right. I understand the pursuit that you're after is good. However, in order for there to even be a good, there has to be something else. I'm sure you've been told this already many times.
We've been hearing balance. I forget, I have an accent. We've been hearing balance consistently from everybody as of late.
Well, much like the gods that you choose, there are opposite gods on each level. I am the opposite of my sister, who I banished to the 9 hells.
So this is a family reunion?
Unfortunately, it is something that needs to be done.
I just think you dragons need to stop breeding because none of your siblings seem to be able to get along.
Young half-orc, I understand your qualms, but without dragons, this realm is non-existent. Dragons are
They
creators.
are part of the world.
We are death, we are life, much like everything else. Angels, demons.
Yeah, but can't you be like unrelated dragons? Because you're related, you don't like each other. It seems like it starts lots of wars.
We were not born so much created.
Well, then we need to take that up with the creator.
Our father is long perished.
Did you kill him?
No.
Are you being the Frost?
So he just carries on.
I apologize for my shield. He's
No.
inquisitive and a little dense.
There are no apologies necessary. He's straight to the point. I am immune to frost and many other things. Young half-orc.
Book elf, put that in the book.
I'm not pulling out the book right now, but thank you for that suggestion. For later, I'll definitely note it.
Where do the dead fall in your opinion? The dead of your kind, that is.
I don't understand why everybody makes these things so difficult.
When a dragon dies, it returns home. Sometimes.
What about
also-
if it doesn't die?
What?
Technically, it does, but it doesn't.
An
Draco-
undead life.
Draco liches are abominations. There are many of us that have chosen that path. Unfortunately, we cannot help it. My sister has her ways, as I have mine.
Glance at Tiamat to see her reaction.
She just smiles in the most sinister way.
She does.
So, if they are abominations, why shouldn't we then stop this one?
Is that fireworks?
What? Who the fuck? It's pouring down rain outside and thunder and lightning, and they're setting off some fireworks back there.
I think Al actually showed up. He's making his appearance.
Poor Thor.
That's
you know?
that's
Poor
That's
Thor
Mars.
freaked out.
Force panics.
Poor
That's
Thor.
Mars, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could punch people in the face.
Yes.
Back to Eddie. I love people. I would never hurt anybody.
Okay, I'm sorry, Hades, go ahead.
So, if he is such an abomination, why is it that you seem opposed to us stopping him?
Oh, I am not opposed to you stopping that.
Good.
Draco Lich. I'm opposed to the outcome of stopping the Draco Lich.
Which is unbalanced.
Yes. The
So
problem
we're-
is, the problem comes from too much of one thing can be bad. Understand that where you draw magic from is a weave, and it is very, very precisely done. And any shaking of that weave can cause catastrophic events later on. Much like good and evil, it is a weave as well. My sister is my opposite. We were created first to be mates with each other, but
Kinky.
our attitudes were much different, for good reason.
You know
For
what?
who-
Dragon inbreeding explains so much.
Again, we were not bred, we were created. We are only brother and sister because our father is the one that created us.
All right. It's understandable.
I'll just go with it.
Thank you.
She'll just like reach back and just like stroke his cheek. Just...
Tiamat's getting a little...
You're not stroking the dragon's cheek.
No! Aegis
Yeah,
is.
I was like, let's explain the cheek stroking, because this could go wrong.
No. Aegis is not the dragon.
So Tiamat's getting a little agitated, and she kind of pipes up and says, "You know, we could easily just kill you here, and no one would know the better,
Of
and
course, Melody.
your mission would stop. However, my brother somehow has convinced me to give you a chance. Although I am not for chances, I am more for action, and you're testing my patience."
So, you wish for us to not pursue what we're doing for Adrazi.
Yes, exactly. I wish for you to stop, turn around, go back to your villages, your towns, wherever you are from, and carry on your meaningless lives. For
Kizik destroyed my land, my town, my village. I want my revenge against them.
I do not care if you choose to follow and chase and hunt Kisik down. By all means, go for it. All I wish is that you stop uniting dragons. The majority of dragons that have been united are my dragons.
Yes.
So you can see as I might be a tad irritated.
If they're your dragons, couldn't you just tell them what to do and it wouldn't matter?
For some reason, they will not listen.
That's because they know of Ajiz, the Unbroken, and his spear, Nazgamar.
Shh, 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 shh. Ah, it's funny you mentioned Nazgamar. I do know that name.
It's because it's in the Book Elf's book.
He is the one that took Grumsh's eye.
I'm so confused.
Really?
There are many stories that you, whatever you are, do not know. But it's for
you should
another
just call me a
time.
donut. Do not know. I have to. I must ponder this.
Tell me.
Wait.
What danger is it for us to continue this besides putting things wildly off balance?
Well, as I used to live there in the Nine Hells, demons want nothing more than to get to this plane. Because the Nine Hells are not a very comfortable place. However, when there is too much good, evil must counterbalance, which opens gates, which brings demons freely into the plane. It makes it that much easier for them to travel here. As you can imagine, an army of Borors would be very, very hard to deal with. So, I ask you again, please stop. I will never say please again. And you can see your brother kind of step up. We need to calm down and think about this clearly. To have two deities visit you is something of high importance.
Yes. Second time it's happened today, but hey.
As he steps up and starts to walk towards you guys, in the sky, you see a tear start to opening. And then another one, and then another one. And then from behind you, a door opens. Ah, finally you have showed your faces. Tiamat and Bahamut, the only reason that my father couldn't take the Pantheon. Very nice. And you guys see Kratos stiffen like a board, and you see the dragon totem leave his belt loop and goes into Eldrazi's hand. And he says, "Wonderful that you have finally come out of hiding."
Holy shit.
And he sets the totem down, and he says a word, and you see Tiamat and Bahamut both just drain and wither away, and their spirits go right into the dragon totem. And you see Eldrazi look at you, and he says, "Thank you so very much for what you have done."
Oh, fuck you, bitch.
Was this your goal?
In order for there to only be good, there can only be good atop the Pantheon and everywhere. So I will take the seat as the Dragon King.
We've been conned.
You have done no evil, and you have done no good. You have just done as you were told.
That's a con.
We were played.
He snaps his finger, and your dragon stones crumble into dust. And he says, "I wish to thank you very, very much for what you have done for me. Know this." And as he says that, the gold dragon, the Dracolich, lands behind you guys. Artemis lands behind you guys. Silvertail lands behind you guys. Varhog Hamanthar lands behind you guys. all the ancients, the blue, the white, the golds, the bronzes, the coppers, all of them land. All the kings. And they just look at you guys. And Eldrazi says, now we will see what happens when good rules. And then he walks through a doorway and everybody flies off.
Well then, that wasn't good.
Hate begins cursing in 8 different languages.
Nazgamar.
That's all you got out of this?
Nazgamar. Talking to it.
What?
Did you take my gun? Did you get Grump's eye?
Grumsh is a bitch. He
What?
cheered me in the duel for the seat of the Pantheon and he lost. Your god is a one-eyed dweeb. He knows nothing of combat. You worship a god so pitiful as Grumsh. Yes, I took his eye, and in your head, you see him, and he's holding it. It's right here. And if you talk to him again, let him know. I still got it.
Well, I want that eye back.
You want your eye back?
I want that eye. Whoa, yeah. Don't make me throw you.
Oh my goodness.
So, you see Aegis fall right down on the ground, and you are now facing Nazgamar, Aegis.
Okay, I'll fight him.
He's a true orc. He stands about 7 feet tall. He's got one
I don't
arm.
care about these dragons. I want to fight my spear.
He's got one arm. It's his left arm. You don't have the spear. He does.
Oh, well, that's a disadvantage.
And he's standing before you. He's got scars all over him. He's got both his eyes, not one eye.
Okay.
But more importantly, what you see from him is that his skin is red in tone.
Oh, okay. Kind of like the tattoo on my arm then.
Right.
'Cause there's like, dude, I kick him in the jimmy hard.
He doesn't even move.
So he just has fallen on the ground. We don't see what he's fighting. It's in his head.
You guys heard him like scream Aegis and all that, and or not Aegis.
Nazgamar.
You heard him. Yeah, you heard him scream Nazgamar, and then he just because he basically challenged Nazgamar.
I'd like to Can I enter Aegis's mind?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll use my awakened mind.
Pim slap him.
And
So what you
wanna-
hear is Aegis screaming at something.
yeah, I'm gonna observe as long as I can.
I block her out and I fight Nazgamar, dirty style.
Okay, so Nazgamar just kind of holds you back. Says, "Just stand there. We'll fight. Calm down. It's got to be fair, though." And he
What do you mean
takes
fair?
He takes the spear and shoves it into the ground, and he grabs some dirt and he rubs his hands. And he just kind of cracks all his bones, takes his armor off.
While he's cracking his bones and taking his armor, I totally bull rush him.
Okay, he just, like, you hit him.
Oh, but I yell parlay first. I'm using the power of parlay.
Okay, so Nazgamar, as you run into him, and you can roll your strength check if you wish.
All right, so what am I doing? Just roll a d20 and add my strength check?
Yep.
All right. Let's see, 10 plus strength, 17.
Okay, so you, like, give it all you got, so you think. And
Oh, wait, you know what? Actually, I'm going to use one of my inspirations to get an advantage, so I get to roll twice, right?
Yep.
I'll take this 17 then.
Okay, so you run into him, and you're like,
Sure.
oh, this is good.
Let me take away one of my inspirations. All right.
This is real good. I'm going to get him. And you hit him, and it's like you just ran into a stone wall. And he just kind of... And he's kind of got his hand on your head. He's taking his armor off still. And then he just pushes you. Go ahead and roll your strength check. With his one arm.
Oh, natural 20. But that's probably not going to work.
No, it does. He pushes you. And instead of going back what you think would have been 40
Pretty
feet,
nice.
you went back about 3 feet instead. And he just kind of looks at you like, This should be good. And he goes to swing at you.
All right.
What's your AC?
21. Actually, it's not 21. Did I ever put my armor back on? I don't think I did. Did I?
Found it.
Shoot. I
Yeah,
never
no, we
got that
found-
far. You
In
know,
fact,
I
you know
think
what? No, my armor class is whatever the basis is because I've got no dex bonus. Because I don't remember saying I put my armor back on. So if he's naked, I'm naked too. Because that's just the way we roll.
and my notes are at work. Damn it.
So what is it? 11?
Yeah, I guess. Is that what the base is?
What's your dex?
0.
It's 10. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he clubs you square in the face, and it hurts like a lot. Like that's the hardest you think Aegis might have ever been hit his entire life.
I spit blood in his one good eye to attempt to blind him as I elbow him in the face.
Now, when you spit the blood into his
Yeah.
eye,
Mhm.
you see him just not even blink, but you see the blood swirl in his eyes, and he gets angrier, and you swear you see him grow. Just he gets his muscles just start becoming more defined. And
Okay.
he kind of chuckles.
Well, there's only one thing I can do then. I'm going to gore him with my tusk and smite him.
Okay,
Boom.
this is amazing.
Just tell me when I pass out from damage, because I'm not
yeah.
giving up. It's I can see where this is going.
Well, I mean, he's god level, so
Yeah, well, I'm a G's.
yep. A G's the unbroken, you say?
Oh, I'm
You know-
I'm raging with rage that I don't have.
When you actually get angry, you feel
Yeah.
yourself around him. You feel yourself, something tingles inside you a little bit. Like you feel. Wait a minute.
Like tingling like from after I slept with that chick at the whorehouse kind of tingle, or like
sorta, but a little different. Not so sexual.
okay.
Kinda
I mean,
sexual,
no,
yes.
I meant like it doesn't like burn when I pee, kind of tingle, or like,
It burns when you do anything.
Not yet, but it might after. So
okay.
you notice also as you're in the midst of this, the smell
Mhm.
of the area that you're in is just bloody, and you start to take notice that there's a lot of skulls sitting around here. And
Oh, are they
Like-
my skulls or his?
there's dragon skulls, there's bugbear skulls, demon skulls, Dracolich skulls, Death Knight skulls, everything. And he's
You know
just
what?
laugh.
I probably got to pause it at least. Like this is a lot of skulls. Like,
He probably has a Woody. Like,
Yeah.
what I want.
when he sees you pause, he laughs. I mean, you think Aegis is unbroken. You know the only reason I lost to that one-eyed square is because he cheated me out of my seat. You guys and your pitiful orc and half-orc and stupid breeding practices would be worshiping Nazgamar, the blood god.
I spit out more blood.
Good. Spit it in my life. I love it.
Oh,
You haven't collected nearly enough to even
oh,
appease me at all.
I bull rush
Jeez.
him. I bull rush him.
When you bull rush him, he just reaches out with his arm and just picks you right up by your neck and just holds you out.
Okay.
Just clean off your feet. And he
Clean out.
says, however, young Ajiz, I see promise in you.
I try to bite his hand.
I like the fury in your eyes. Keep trying. It's wonderful.
I only have one eye because I sacrificed the other one to Grumps.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have clothes too, right? Like when you fight, you just leave it open.
What the?
Like, you don't
the
wear
other-
a patch or anything.
No, it's just like a bloody, nasty,
It's just a
scarred
big
mess.
scar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So he looks at it and laughs and says, "Isn't it so pitiful that you have to sacrifice an eye to him, when all I ask for you to do is kill in my name?
I have killed it. Well,
No, you've killed in Stupid's name. I'm not stupid. I'm Nazgamar.
so wait. So you would have beat Grumps?
Beat Grumps. I beat him easily.
He pauses. I try to. Monkey steals the peach and grab his balls.
He just lets
Yeah.
you.
ball grabbing an orcish god or near god.
Listen,
If I'm going down, I'm going down dirty.
That is what I hear.
he just kind of squeezes your neck a little harder until you start to like. I like the facial expression. It'd be so much better if you had tusk in your mouth right now. So
I might as well.
he just kind of throws you down on the ground, and he takes his spear and he's whipping it around, and he says, "You've figured out how to use this thing, right?"
I've killed. You've seen me use it. I've killed many things with it so far.
Barely.
So barely. You call what I did to that Drider barely?
A pitiful Drider. That's what you offer?
Yeah, I'll
Have
kill
you,
whatever.
have you looked around? Do you see Drider skulls in my area? Nothing but the strongest, Ajeez.
If you were so strong, how could you should have been able to overcome Grumsh even if he cheated?
He had the entire Pantheon behind him, stupid.
Well, then you should have died while trying.
I did. That's why I'm here in this spear, dummy.
Oh, that actually makes some sense.
And his entire belief structure is explained to him in a oh.
Listen,
Jesus listening.
I need to be resurrected. I need to be brought back.
So what, you want me to kill the Magus and put you in his body?
No, I don't want to
All
be
right, because
in that
I'd
thing's
have to
body.
I'd have to draw the line there,
I want to be resurrected in my true form, stupid.
which is not a spear.
Duh.
All right.
So he pulls out of his pouch a bright red, many-faceted stone, and he says,
If I had
"This."
to guess, that's a bloodstone.
God, yes, it's the bloodstone.
See, Jesus is not stupid.
I told you about the bloodstone, stupid.
Jesus remembers.
Thank God. Take it and fill it with the blood of your enemies.
Is Nazgamar bleeding at all? No, right? Just
No.
me.
There's no blood coming from Nazgamar.
All right, I'd put some of my blood in it.
It
Enemies.
absorbs when it runs on the stone. It kind of just glows a little bit, and then it just absorbs it in. And he says, "You're going to
Because
need a lot of
obviously,
blood."
Jesus is Jesus' own enemy right now.
That actually made sense.
It's
Yep.
true. So
So
He hands it to you.
Jesus shed all of Jesus' beliefs and follow the spear.
that's up to you, stupid. I just want you to fill the stone and resurrect me. If you wish to follow me, follow me. I do not care.
Well, I don't follow weak gods if you were going to beat Grump. I need proof, though. Jesus needs proof of this.
He holds out the eye right in front of you. Does it look like his other
Grab
eye?
it, slap it in.
Yeah, put it in your other eye.
Do it. That would be so in a G's move.
You know what? All right, I will
Do
then.
it, do
We'll
it, do
see.
it, do it. Peer pressure.
I grab it, I just stick it in my head like that.
He
Or
lets
try
you take
to.
it. He lets
That's
you take
fucking
it
awesome.
and shove it in your eye.
You know
And
what?
when,
I'll even use lay on hands to do it.
when you do, and you shove it in your eye, you see the fight between Nazgûl and Grumsh.
Is Nazgamar telling the truth? Would Nazgamar have won?
They are in front of the pantheon of all the gods, and Grumsh and Nazgûl are fighting, and you see Nazgûl absolutely wrecking Grumsh. Now, you don't see the slight that was caused or how Grumsh got the upper hand, but you did see that Nazgûl was absolutely destroying Grumsh.
Oh, Grump's probably called Parlay.
Parlay, that's exactly what Grumsh said. But you see, like, in the Pantheon arena there, they're duking it out. You see that the spear is literally dripping blood, but there's no puncture holes on Grumsh or anything. He was just
Okay.
beating his... You also notice that Nazgûl had 2 arms, not 1.
Oh, that's right. He just beat me one-handed, huh?
Yeah, he only has 1 arm. As well as the spear, he throws it. It lands into Grumsh, like square into his chest, and you see Grumsh like on knees, and then he pulls the eye out of your face. You see? He cheated me. Did you see it?
Ajeez sees. Spear makes sense. Ajeez pledges that Ajeez will resurrect you, and then Grumsh shall pay for his treachery.
Oh, he's gonna pay.
Grumsh made Ajeez a thrall.
No, that's not how it works.
So Ajeez believes.
All right. Anyway, Ajeez, parlay means absolutely not what you think it means, by the way.
Parlay means you stop and you listen and then I hit.
That's not what parlay means, sir. Who's teaching you these words?
Savari the tree elf.
Don't believe an elf. They're pointy ears. You don't trust elves.
I look at Savari cry.
Well, you're.
And that
Ajeez-
changeling you're with,
Ajeez has to rethink Ajeez's life.
Jeez has a good life now. Nazgamar is at your side.
Ajeez
We
is
can't
having
be
midlife
defeated.
crisis.
Do not worry about Grumsh. I'm sure he'll visit you here soon. Because he's probably going
Fuck
to catch
that guy.
I agree. Fuck that guy. Let's go. So he gives you the stone. You have a bloodstone now.
Oh no.
Ajeez has a question. Nazgamar.
Yes.
Is this dragon thing bad?
I do not care as long blood spills.
Just kill all the dragons.
Kill them all. Let them all live. Just gather blood.
Ajeez wants dragon skulls.
They are hard to come by.
Ajeez passes out now.
Okay, so you guys back in the real world see Ajeez's eyeballs start to flicker open.
Do I have
happened?
2 eyes now or still one?
No, he took it back, didn't he?
Oh yeah, you still have one eye.
What happened?
I'm passed out.
Well, no, I started to
You're
flicker
starting.
open.
You're starting to flicker a little bit. You're.
Adi,
Yeah,
can you check on him?
I'll check on him. I'm just gonna medicine him, see if he's okay. 27.
Lower.
He's fine.
That was perfect.
I
was
just don't
good.
fall for your tricks. She will not touch you inappropriately.
Lower.
He's fine. He's just a dick.
Yes.
That was wonderful.
Hazel smack him upside the head.
That makes the DM laugh.
Why did you push me out?
Because Magus can't give Ajeez bloodstone.
No.
Ajeez has purpose now.
Jesus always had purpose.
Ajeez has adjusted purpose. With newfound enemies.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know. I don't go to hell.
Ugh.
Why'd you let the dragons beat us up and leave?
Who?
Because there were gods in front of us.
Well, obviously, we're working for the wrong dragons. Savari? Where's he?
Yes.
Parlay doesn't mean what parlay what Ajeez thought parlay means.
What did you think it means?
Ajeez thought it meant that people stop and then Ajeez gets to hit them and Ajeez wins in combat.
The first part's right. The rest is not.
That's
Well.
And it's also only if they choose to accept parlay.
Nazgamar did not accept parlay.
your spear.
Okay.
Ajeez got it worked out.
Are you
So-
at peace with your spear now?
I don't think
A G shall speak with Book Elf, and it shall be documented.
Oh, good. Speaking only, no touching.
He just looks at you.
He wouldn't
Like,
do anything. He doesn't like skinny girls.
This is known.
It's really hard to get off all this armor.
Jeez has no problem with all. G should be wearing armor.
So you guys
So what happened?
roll
That's what
perception checks.
we'd like to know what. How? Thanks.
I'm not rolling mine. I just
It's
failed.
my favorite roll.
I hate you.
I
6.
failed.
I'm cool with it. 23.
Thank God someone got it.
I got a 1.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so
Eddie's
Vari,
like, ooh, look, clouds.
you hear in the distance wings flapping at a very, very fast pace.
Oh,
We have incoming. I'm going to go to the side of the deck and just be holding my bow.
Okay.
You know, not
You know it's
up
kissing.
in
You
the
know what?
direction, but at
You know what?
ready.
We're in this
This
thing.
day-
Let's take this thing and go.
this day can't get worse. Bring it.
We could take this and go. We're in the ship.
So
Kratos?
Book Elf wants to get into a wooden ship and try to outrun a dragon.
This thing goes really fast.
Dragons are faster, I bet.
Dragon's breath, bird's boat.
Let's just
Just
wait
in,
and see
just in
what
case,
happens.
Kratos, have you figured out how to fly this thing yet?
Yeah, he would have figured it out by now.
Okay.
He did study the book and everything. What you guys see is a gold dragon whizzing right down towards you guys. It's very large, and she lands, and she shifts immediately into an elf, looks at you, and says, "Where is my master? I have urgent news.
Who is your master?
Bahamut.
He had to step out.
Is it too late?
It's too late.
Yes.
Then I have a message for you from my master.
All right.
You must come with me
Where?
to Bahamut's palace."
Jesus Christ.
So we can take treasure. Or all right.
Stop talking.
Let's go.
So the dragon that stands in front of you, Hades and Addy, roll a knowledge check.
21.
Okay.
20.
Okay, so you both know that Bahamut has a lot of heralds, a lot of protectors. He also has 7 great golden worms that protect him, that are his messenger. He has a general, he has a spy, he has a lot of informants that are gold dragons. This one is Sangrad, the wing, or the messenger.
So, kind of give her a little bit of a bow. I'm very sorry about what happened to your master, Samgrad.
He saw it coming. Do not underestimate Bahamut and Tiamat, especially together. They are from our father, and, well, he created most things. So, they are very powerful, and it will take more than just one Kieranborn to hold them. But we must go immediately.
Of course, milady.
And you guys can see not only nervousness in her eyes, but you can see behind her that there is a lot of dragons coming this way.
How do we do this?
She says, and 5 dragons land with saddles.
You want to be a dragon rider, Addy? Here's a chance.
And you have no idea how to ride these things, but
No.
you're going to have to
None.
get on it now.
What colors are they?
Right now, they're all gold.
All right.
That's a little less fun, but okay, let's go.
I'm going to go over and just kind of check over the, not barding, but the reins and stuff like that.
I'm not going
It's-
to
Kind of give
know
it a quick
anything.
once over, and then I'm going to jump on.
Okay, yeah, it's expertly done.
Edges?
What?
Help me up and then get on the dragon.
I help her up.
Thank you.
I just climb on.
Can you help me?
I help
She's
her up
short.
too.
I'm as short as she is.
No, you're way shorter, honey.
Yeah, I'm like 4'11".
Safari's just looking at G's, like shaking his head.
You could have helped him be a gentleman too, but you got up on your dragon first.
I did.
Cheese doesn't
I'm a
even.
fucking lady.
Cheese does not touch anybody inappropriately,
We're proud.
including the dragon. But Cheese looks at the dragon. Dragon, you have a name. The one that I'm supposed to ride.
It doesn't answer you.
If you drop a G's dragon, you better kill a G's.
It chuckles.
A G's gets on and holds on to something. Hopefully, it's the right stuff.
There's a
'Cause
giant horn that you can hold on to.
And G's holds on to it.
Yeah.
Put Nazgamar through the saddle so Nazgamar doesn't fall. Nazgamar.
So as soon as Sonogard takes off, they all just bolt, and you guys are hauling ass.
I'm so
Like,
excited.
Holding on for dear life. I
Yeah.
have nothing in animal handling.
Yeah, no.
So you guys are flying through the air, and Sonogard is talking to you guys through your minds, as a dragon would love to do. Just so you can understand her, because you no longer have stones. So anyone who doesn't speak Draconic would not be able to understand Draconic anymore. Also, you notice that you did not
I'm glad
feel
I
the
still have it.
you didn't feel the presence of the dragon show up. You didn't get warm. None of that happened.
Got it.
So you also have no connection to Eldrazi. You don't know where he's at, what's he doing, anything like that. You feel that all that power is gone. You still have all your weapons, all your armor, all the items. The skyboat was still there. It's probably not going to be there much longer, but
What about all the Dragonborn?
all the Dragonborn are still moving out,
Okay.
as far as you
Kratos
know.
had given them
Yeah, so
instructions.
they're under new management.
Kratos
Gotcha.
looks sad, doesn't he?
Kratos is devastated right now.
I'm sure.
Like, his entire structure of who he is, because the herald to the Dragonborn is part of Bahamut's group of members here. And
Almost as if he just found out that the god that he was following sucks.
kinda, yeah. Only he follows Tempest, so
Yeah.
he's really finding out that Daddy kind of let him down just a little bit.
Oh, that's even worse, probably.
Yeah, well, I would imagine. So Sonogard's explaining to you that Bahamut's palace is known to not just anyone, only to a select few of dragons know where to get there. We are going to go there, and you will be the first of your kind to step foot here. So I suggest that you respect everything.
Of course. Jeez. Don't do anything stupid.
The first person you will meet is Regala, the Fang. She is the general. She will be leading the armies in our counterstrike against Eldrazi. I must express to you the importance of what we're doing. My master has made it very clear we are to kill all Kjörinborns, including Kisik. Regardless of what you think, whether he is good or bad, the Kjörinborns always have wanted a seat on the Pantheon, and they have always challenged at every chance they got.
Magus. I'll
Yes.
speak in my head, which means I talk out loud.
Right. She'll connect brains with him. What?
Does that include Kratos?
I don't think so.
Is it Kratos? Karenborn?
If it is, we'll protect him.
You guys also notice that Kratos is now red scaled, which is, I believe, his original scales.
I think he was red originally.
Yeah, so he is now red scaled. He is no longer golden scaled.
Red looks good on him.
So she continues on, telling you where they're going. Where his palace lies is called Mount Celestia. It is very pertinent that all evil remain out of here. Some of your gods are questionable.
Oh, there's a lot of questioning going on right now.
Yeah. She further explains that Bahamut left a message about what you guys heard in a cave. I believe some of you heard something talk to you.
Yes, we did.
What did it say?
That it knew me. Knew. Was it a Marin?
That is what I fear.
Who
Omarin
or
was
what was it?
Omarin in past time was known as the Tree Warden. You have noticed that your bow tends to turn evil into good?
Yes.
The trees that are planted by your bow grow into the ground, and they tie this world together. Every tree is a system tied to each other. Omarin has planted many of these trees. One of them, the biggest, was in Cholt. It is no longer. Therefore, we have a feeling that Eldrazi is targeting these trees.
So that the world can fray.
In a sense, it will fall apart and start to crack, which is opening up gates. What whispered to you and said that it knew Omarin was most likely a demon. Not
It
just any.
also said,
What's
sorry,
that? Go ahead.
nothing. Go ahead. It's a the thing
What
also
else?
said that it fears indeed the unbroken.
It did not say that.
It said that to me.
Everything
No, it
says that
didn't.
to you.
I must tell you, young Savari, that you must carry on in Omarin's footsteps. It is pertinent that everywhere you go, you plant trees.
I shall.
It
Is
is
that a
these-
euphemism for having kids?
No,
I
it's
am
not a G.
very impressed that you know what euphemism means.
I'm learning a lot today. Jesus is learning a lot today.
We've been
It's his word for the day.
we've been friends for many years.
He catches one or two things here and there in conversation and passing.
I
Another
shall
thing,
continue Amaran's
And most of
work
those
then.
things can be cured by disease.
another thing I must say, Savari. Omarin used to be able to travel amongst these trees at will. I'm not sure exactly how he did it, but he was able to travel to any of the trees that was tied to the system at will.
Interesting.
So maybe you can ask Omarin, for you do wield his weapon.
I will have to have us talk with him.
Hades,
My sword needs to not go in. I'm taking it.
it would be best for it to stay out of the palace. It can stay outside, and that is fine, but in the palace, the darkness can never walk,
Understandable.
as I'm sure he does not want to walk either.
He's not fond of the light.
Which brings me to my next one. Addie,
Yes,
reckoning is a fine weapon,
it is.
and she was a very, very wonderful cleric. You should feel very blessed that she has chosen you.
I am very, very grateful and in her debt for this.
Did you know that she, too, was a warden of sorts?
Really?
Yes, of libraries. She created knowledge everywhere she went. Have you talked to her?
Not about this, but now we have a new topic to discuss.
She is very interested in you because you have supposedly read all of the books in the world.
Every single one.
Interesting, because I don't remember you ever coming to Mount Celestial in our library.
Oh. Well, we just need to add it to the list. It's fine.
Then you will enjoy yourself wholeheartedly in our libraries.
Thank you very much.
I know that you must feel torn by what has happened to you tonight in the past few days. Eldrazi is very, very convincing with his treasures and his, well, he is awe-inspiring. He is a very beautiful dragon, and he comes across as good. And do not get me wrong, he is good, but he is lost in his ways, much like his father was.
Unbalanced.
And his brother, trying to gain that balance, will lose his way as well. It is all known. We have seen it. And we will show you. When we arrive to Mount Celestial, we will take you to the pool. And you will see for yourselves the outcome of both sides, evil and good.
Hades will say in Draconic, "My lady,
Yes.
you say evil cannot enter. Correct?
Yes.
And I am okay
That's-
to come in?
You are.
All right. And did you...
Ajiz is fine. He's a fine line that you both walk. However,
Ajiz-
it has been seen that you lean more towards the better half than the bad. For
Ajiz
now.
has a question.
Yes?
If Ajiz looks into this magic seeing water and Ajiz sees both what the outcomes are, then how is it that Ajiz has really any free will? Because then it's just doing the best of the actions opposed to having faith. Shouldn't all good actions be done on faith?
All good actions should be done on choice. You choose to be good and evil. We are
We
only
choo-
going to...
No. By looking at the magic seeing water, then we just choose whatever result that we think is better.
Correct. That's what
Ajiz
you do
will-
every... It's
Ajiz
what you
will not
do...
look at the magic seeing water. Ajiz will just go on faith.
It is what you do every day, Ajiz. When you choose to kill or not to kill, you choose which one to do. We offer you an image to show you the outcome. That is all. If you feel that you can change that outcome, then you are welcome to try. If you feel that you cannot, then you are welcome to not. We will not push you in a direction. The choice is yours. I could easily spin and eliminate Ajiz the Unbroken from ever existing. However, I choose not to, for now.
But Ajiz will live on because Ajiz is in the book.
Even books die, young half-orc.
Legends do not die. Ajiz shall be a legend. Ajiz, I'll look at the magic seeing water then.
So as you guys are flying...
Do not drop me, dragon.
You guys are flying for what seems like forever. And you're going higher and higher and higher. And then in front of you guys, you see like a swirling cloud almost. And it's got some lightning. And Sonagrad looks at you guys and says, she kind of rolls over on her belly and kind of glides and says, well, you're about to enter the storm. Have fun. And you guys all just poof into these clouds. And it's like you're in just a maelstrom. There's just lightning, and you're getting torn this way and that way, and the dragons all kind of leave you, and you guys are all just kind of floating in the air, and you're just spinning around in circles. And I need you guys to roll Constitution checks.
Our dragons
I'm
leave us? Hold on.
laughing
Hold on.
maniacally.
Hold on. Our dragons just leave us? I'm like a fucking bullet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they leave you. You're not falling
Like a
down. You're
bullet.
just spinning in the storm right
Okay.
What are we making? What kind of roll?
now. Constitution check.
So you know.
God.
I'm gonna throw up all over my shoes. Probably actually in a G's. I'm spinning around.
10. I'm screwed.
17.
17 passes. Aegis, what'd you get? Hades is puking.
Yeah.
I'm sure Addie's
Sorry,
puking.
I was on mute. Here, hold on.
Addie got
I
a
was looking-
1.
Yeah, Addie's,
God, what the hell's going on
Addie's,
tonight?
Addie's really puking.
I let Remy
bad.
organize my dice, and I will never ever let that child touch anything that has to do with
Okay.
dice again.
She's half DM. You can't let her touch your dice.
It's
Damn
true.
it.
All right, I got a 17.
17 passes.
The ladies are
Hey,
puking.
me and Ajiz are laughing maniacally, and
That's the worst.
I'm
the
gonna-
girls
can
are
I-
puking all over the place.
Can I aim at Savari?
Can we aim our puke?
cannot aim your puke in
Can I
this.
have
Damn
that
it.
one? I'm pretty sure that my puke is forceful.
So you guys feel
No.
like you're just whipping around, and there's vomit now swirling around in here,
This
and
is
it's
par for the course for the day. It's fine.
yeah, it's it's you guys are right on track. You guys are whipping around, going all kinds of crazy, and then you guys feel a claw come in and grab one of you, and another claw comes in and grabs and another one, and then you guys are in front of Mount Celestial. And it is the most beautiful thing you have ever seen in your lives.
I don't care. There's puke in the hair.
I'm looking to see where the claw came from.
More
You're-
beautiful than dwarf women.
You see your dragons gently dropping you. You are in the claws
Hmm.
still, being gently placed on the ground versus
Gotcha.
thrown.
Well, yeah, I would hope it wouldn't just whip us at the ground.
Hey,
Got
you never
fuck
know.
You.
I mean, the night could get a little different.
The rest is
already-
trouble
God.
now.
Addy, do you need help? Come here.
It's in my hair.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay.
I picked the women up from their puke.
We're fine.
Oh, so you need a G's to get on a dragon, but then when you're all pukey, you don't need a G's. I see how it is.
It's
Does
harder to
anyone
get up
s-
than down.
Does anyone speak Celestial?
I do.
Addy does.
I do.
I don't yet.
Okay, so you yeah, right. So that's right. I got to work on that too.
I
You
think-
guys see angels flying around, all kinds of stuff, dragons,
Motherland.
all gold dragons.
Real ones, not corrupt ones. Good to know.
Addie,
we hope.
Yes.
roll knowledge check.
Oh, Jesus. 19.
Okay, so you know
Hey!
that currently you are in the lowest layer of Celestia. You know that there are 7 layers of Celestia. The first being Lunia, which is where you guys are. The second being Mercuria. The third being Venya. The fourth being Solania. The fifth being Myrtion. The sixth being Ovar, which is Jovr, VAR. And then the last, Cronius, which is the topmost, or it's also called the Illuminated Heaven.
Magus,
Yes.
where are we exactly?
Yeah, you guys might feel a little uncomfortable here.
Celestia.
Mm-hmm. When
Is that next to Suzel?
Unfortunately, no.
Waterdeep?
Nowhere close. It's the opposite of hell.
yes, like the
Or my
lowest
name.
level of heaven.
Aye. Yes.
Or the top level of hell, one or the other.
One or the other.
But heaven is 2 drunk dwarf women in a full skin of ale.
I paid a lot for that night. You know that, right?
That's awesome.
This is
Jesus' reality's been questioned a lot this today.
Oh, you think?
I'll just be quiet and follow your lead. I need this super seeing water.
All right.
that's fine. That's good.
I'm
I'm
afraid,
telling
Addy. I'm afraid, Addy, you're going to need to do the talking.
That's
I
fine.
think we need to kill something here.
No.
No. Follow my lead.
I'll
You
just-
also, sorry, Addie, you also know that Lunia is ruled over by the Archon Barakiel, which is the patron of trumpet archons. And he sits at the Citadel of Stars, which is on the shore of the Silver Sea here. All the buildings here are very, very bright, white stone. It's the Silver Sea is it's pure fresh water, so there's no salt in it. It smells really clean here. It's obviously beautiful, and Hayes, in your
Yes.
head. Well, it seems you found your way to heaven. This is not. I forgot the name of your weapon.
Gus.
Yeah. Umgus. There you go. Thank you. I was like, Giss. What is it? This is your god.
Oh. Yes, the great unknown.
Well, I guess I've been here before, but it wasn't very nice. What are you doing here?
We are to look into some waters to see possible futures.
You follow the great unknown, and yet you want to see the future. Interesting. Hades.
That's a Jesus point too. The G's can't listen to this because the Jesus.
Sorry, Thor. Sorry, baby. So you wish to know the future by looking at some dragon water. Interesting.
Might as well eat a mushroom too.
To see possibilities. We are dealing in the affairs of dragons, and we are crunchy and taste good with tomato compote.
Tell me, Hades, what do you know of me?
My father followed you?
So because your father followed me, you decided to follow me?
You spoke to me to take your book.
I did. You remember. That's good.
I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
It kept me sane in my grandfather's house.
Is that because you knew what was to come, or because you let it happen?
Because I let it happen.
Then choose wisely when you stick your face in that water. You might find yourself without a god. And then it goes silent.
Ooh, you got told.
Only because Cthulhu would be really upset with you trying to figure out what his plan is.
Oh, yeah.
That's my only reason behind that.
Yeah. And she might be curious as shit, but she knows where her power comes from.
Right, so this is a test for Hades.
Where can I leave my weapon? You can't enter.
One of the dragons just holds out its claw.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a text message. I have to go pick up my daughter real fast.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but I'm going to be gone maybe for like 20 minutes. I'll be right back. However, yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I was thinking about stopping here just because I want Al to be here when we enter into Lunia. Hades, you can take your sword into Lunia.
Oh, just
the dragons don't want you taking it into Mercuria, which is where Bahamut's palace is, which is the next layer of Celestia. So you can walk around and you're going to get some nasty looks, especially from the Archons. However, Umgus isn't necessarily like a soul-sucking sword. It's just a dark sword. So
it's not Stormbringer.
Right, you're in heaven and you have a death blade. So they kind of get a little up in arms. But I'd like to stop here just to wait for Al to get back so he can roleplay out Kratos. Because, I mean, Kratos is going to be devastated right now. Mm-hmm. Although he is kind of in his daddy's home, so maybe he'll be happy. I don't know. It's hard for me to...
Either way, he's probably going to have something to do here.
Right, he's
one
going to have
way or another.
Because once you guys get into Bahamut's palace, I mean, you're going to meet all the heralds of Bahamut, basically. So Tiamat doesn't have any heralds because she's evil.
Well,
she don't believe in that shit.
Hey, Trey.
Maybe take the spotlight.
Right.
When we do kind of like have like our little woe here before we go in, Jeez really is going to ask you some serious questions about some of your book knowledge, and I want to know everything that you know about the battle of Nazgamar and Grumsh. Yeah, well, we're going to have a talk. But it's going to be like me trying to be sneaky so that other people don't know that we're talking about it. And I'm going to also have you define parlay for real, because I need to really know what it means. Well, okay, yeah, but G needs to learn some things. We gotta have like the birds and bees talk.
I'm okay.
Oh,
well, I have a book. We'll explain it with pictograms.
Pop-up pictures.
Plus, this to give me some time to read up on Celestia and everything.
All right. All right. Well,
there's a lot going on in this thing.
It's the best.
Are you guys gonna? Are you guys gonna be online later? Because I will touch base here in a little bit. I gotta jet real fast. But
Yeah, no,
I'll be
yeah,
back.
we'll probably be on jamming out some games and stuff for a while.
All right, cool. Yeah, I will. I had this slated until midnight, so I will. I'll touch base with you guys in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sounds
All right.
good.
All right, night.
Thanks, man. And Clay, I'll work on your journal stuff and everything. I figured I'd give you a little bit of what Omarin is just out loud.
Okay, that's
But
that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, in the journal, you're basically going to learn about Omarin as from his childhood to what he is
Hmm.
Neat.
in his
Basically, Johnny Appleseed.
sort of. Think more like Yggdrasil, like
Right.
the world trees,
Yeah.
and he's basically there was a catastrophic event that happened back when he was around, and he had to go and hold the planet together, basically all by himself.
Okay.
So there's a lot more to it. I'm not going to give you everything right now.
Right on.
But eventually you will be able to travel through the trees like that.
That's awesome.
Like almost like the druid tree walk, only instead of the trees being in sight, you can just in the way
If I
you
know
go,
that tree's there, or there is a tree there.
you will start feeling all the trees that are tied to the system.
Nice. Are we talking thousands, millions?
We're talking like think of the over in Utah, what are those aspens called? It's one giant aspen tree, and its roots grew into other aspen trees. Quaking aspen.
Oh, okay.
It's got a name to it. What the hell is that thing called? It's a
Not
quaking
sure.
quaking aspen in Utah. It is called Pando. It's the trembling giant. It's a clonal colony of a single male quaking aspen, and it's fucking ginormous. And it's also 80,000 years old, so that's kind of what it's based off of.
Nice, nice. Where is it?
It's that tree system is in Utah. They're called quaking aspens, but that's the oldest one around. So, yeah, if you ever
I'm
get a
just gonna
chance,
look them up and take a look at them.
yeah. But essentially, what they do is their roots grow through and basically tie each other in through the planet.
Hmm.
And as one dies, like in Cholt, that side of the planet's basically going to stop growing and start dying, and
So
All
you
that.
need to plant some trees, sir.
Nice.
which is really good that you guys gathered seeds in your office.
Yeah,
So,
that is
Man.
awesome.
Yeah, we got played hard.
I'm not happy about this.
No, I mean I'm irritated, and I only worked for the guy for a few days.
Rule
See,
number
like,
one: never deal with a dragon.
Yep.
see, and what I want to get across to you guys is that Eldrazi really doesn't think he's evil.
Oh God, of course not.
He's really trying to do everything for good, and that's it. Good and good alone.
Yeah,
Nothing
that's just as bad as evil. most
Right.
of the time.
He is
And
the
it's the
epitome
of
of what.
lawful good.
Yes,
So
he is
it's-
lawful good to the full extent of I don't care what everything else is. I'm doing nothing but good, and that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it really is the lawful good with a side of lawful and a side of good.
And I also wanted you guys to see just exactly what his totem is and why he gave it to Kratos.
Yeah.
I feel bad for
Mhm.
Al.
Oh yeah, Al just lost all kinds of stuff.
Oh God. Yeah.
I know.
It's like we've only been doing this for a few days, game wise with us. But yeah.
So the next time you guys get back into the, normal plane, there might be a little different. Who knows?
Bastard.
Yeah.
Good times, good times.
Yeah, I'll really try to get on that, Clay. I'm sorry I haven't written anything. I came up with
Dude, don't sweat it, man. It's all good.
I came up with the blood god thing for Matt, and I was like, I gotta do something with Clay's character. I keep telling him I'm gonna write stuff for him, and I don't do it.
He
And I
told
was
me
like,
he
"Damn."
told me that you came up with something, and he mentioned something about has to do with the whole turning into tree thing.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm intrigued. But yeah,
Yeah, so-
that's really cool. So yeah, basically gonna be Johnny Appleseed.
right. only with arrows.
Yeah.
Which I'm also
So
gonna
to
work
stay
on.
neutral. Does that mean I have to turn some good things and evil things into trees? I can do both.
Mm.
To keep the true neutral.
You don't have to kill necessarily to be good, but you can kill
The
evil.
tree's alive. It's fine.
Look, I'm saying in dire situations it might be okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Plus, we just got screwed over by good. And I'm sure we're going to deal with something that he's got troop-wise or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And, I want you guys to focus on what was said about needing more than one Kiranborn to hold them in there, because that's going to play a pivotal part to Bahamut and Tiamat being in a totem.
Yeah.
Because remember how I said that sometimes evil can reach out of the totem?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you literally just took an evil deity and shoved it into a dragon totem.
We didn't.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but there's now Tiamat, which is the pinnacle of evil, sitting inside of that totem.
That's true.
And she ain't going to be taking no shit from nobody inside of a totem.
no.
And Bahamut's going to, be trying to do what Bahamut does. And
Well, we still have the totem, right?
nope.
No.
Eldrazi,
No. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Eldrazi
So-
took it and then basically trapped them in it and then took off.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That's fine. Let them annoy the shit out of him until we can get him back.
I
Hope they
listening
drive
to
up. Go ahead.
listening to stuff. You definitely were hinting at stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you kept last week or 2 weeks ago, kept mentioning balance and
Hmm.
It's all going to tie into itself eventually.
yeah.
Which makes me like your god thing was the hardest part about going to Celestial, Heather. I was like, how the fuck is Cthulhu going to handle someone going into Celestial? Like,
Yeah.
But in all reality, Cthulhu wouldn't care so much about being in Celestia.
Yeah.
But when you start looking into the future, he might
Right.
give a shit about that.
Well, you think about it is, she's used to seeing chaos and madness and when you're looking at that, you're not looking at that, you're looking at truth.
Right.
Yeah. So, no, it makes perfect sense. Especially when you think about the fact that Cthulhu does not have much of a hold on Forgotten Realms.
Not yet.
Not yet. So,
Goals.
when you're a god with very few followers, you want to make sure you keep yours close to you.
Mm-hmm. The term Cthulhu life goals is not a term
Not
I want to
right.
hear on the regular
Right.
at all.
It's something that I was thinking when I was actually writing her is she has actually no idea what she's worshiping.
Oh, you're going to find out. Don't worry.
Yeah. She has no clue, and it might not even be good,
Well,
because it's not really a concept of that on that realm.
right. So you like I said, that's why when you were like, well, because my father worshipped you, it's like, oh, really?
And she doesn't even, obviously, she doesn't even know if that's the case.
Right. So
His
it's
father got his power from something from the stars.
Mhm.
Did Hades just grow a beard? No, that's moving.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Did Hades turn into an illithid? Nope.
Oh.
I
Oh,
could call her
Oh,
Wizardly Squiddo.
okay, so Hades is the daughter of two characters, or my friend Mills's character and my character from ages ago. Actually, it's an illithid is why Hades was even born. Because her mother got taken by an illithid, basically kind of feeding off her
Right.
pain and all that. And my friend's character came to save her, and that's how, Hades was conceived in Hades. So the fact that you mentioned the illithid, I'm like, oh no, let's not have that. That'd be bad.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so there's going to be some
Challenges.
yeah, and there's going to be a lot of bad stuff happening very quickly.
So it's going to be like Empire, huh?
And the bad stuff is actually always the best.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be is that show, Clay?
No, Empire Strikes
Empire
Back.
Strikes Back.
Oh, I thought you.
There is a show
Where
called
the
Empire.
There's a
Though.
show.
It's not like we watch it, but
Yeah,
it
there's a
does
show
exist.
called Empire.
Yeah,
I was like, Clay watches Empire. I find that strange. I don't know why. But
No, Empire Strikes Back.
You
Yeah,
mean the
it's- yeah,
best
it's-
movie ever? Yes.
yeah,
Where
it's
it's
gonna
like
get,
we get beat down as low as we can go just to rise and be the shit
Yeah.
later.
well, maybe.
Depends on
Let's
how it
hope
goes.
so.
That's the hopeful plan.
Don't worry, I have a lot of plans. Just think of like an M. Night Shyamalan movie that doesn't suck.
What a, with a twist.
Exactly.
So, Unbreakable?
Unbreakable was really
It was
good.
actually
And
good.
yeah,
Good. Really good.
The only good movie I can say of his.
Enjoyed Sixth Sense, and before everything got, it kind of blew up and became
Sixth
a
Sense
thing.
was good, and Unbreakable was good. And yeah, and like you said, then you
Unbreakable. And
Signs was
what's-
decent.
what's
Signs
the,
wasn't bad.
Signs made me
Signs
mad.
wasn't bad.
What's the one, the newest one that's supposed to be really good?
Get Out.
No, there was, James McAvoy's in it.
Oh.
Oh, the personality one.
Split?
Split.
Split.
Split,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did he do that one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I always
it's-
heard that's good.
And it's the same universe as Unbreakable, and they're
Oh, that's
going
right.
to bring them together.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
there's going to be
That's
a
very
third
cool.
one that's going to culminate it all.
That's right. I remember hearing that. I'm just all sad about the village, and he let me down with that.
Yeah.
So I'll never trust him again.
And the lady in the water actually wasn't bad.
No. It wasn't. You're right. The village was.
Yeah.
And I'll never forgive him. And the happening.
The last Airbender.
The coolest part about the last Airbender was when
Was
the
the
water
end- when it
dudes.
ended?
Yeah, was when the water dudes put that guy in the bubble, and you're like, oh, they're gonna let him live, and they just let him drown, and you're like, wow, like I was not expecting this. But after that, the rest of the movie was garbage. It was
Some of the special effects were okay, but
yeah, when he's pulling the wave up and all that, that was really cool.
yeah. But yeah, just overall the writing was just crap. Acting was crap.
Yeah, they probably should have stuck closer to the storyline of Airbender versus.
Probably.
Yeah,
Old
definitely.
The Mind Flayer artwork in the fifth
I
edition
just
books. Cool, by
Find
the
that
way.
his ability to write
Mindflayer was
twists
terrifying.
aren't that good.
Well, I think also once it became known that that's what he does, and also the fact that then he tried to me, like second guess himself and outdo himself, and at that point, it doesn't work.
Exactly. God, I hate
'Cause-
him.
Because, it's you're trying too hard.
Actually, the other one I liked of his was Devil.
I heard that one was good.
Devil was
It
pretty
was.
good.
It was a whodunit in an elevator.
I always would rather not want to know that he'd had anything to do with any of them. I'm fine disliking a movie without his name being mentioned. That bastard. I paid money for the happening. All right, I paid actual money for that shit and for the village. I want
The
refunded.
premise of the happening was
Refunded.
interesting, but
The concept was really cool.
It was the worst.
It was bad
it's a
execution.
very
execution.
basic concept.
The worst execution.
Well, it was just executed wrong. Like, it was like the new War of the Worlds when bloodborne pathogens killed the aliens that were sitting on the planet for, I don't know, what they say, like thousands of years.
Something like
They-
that, yeah.
They just happened to overlook our blood.
See, this is why I'm happy that
I hate that story.
I am so stingy about seeing movies, and I'll only see ones that I know are worth my time and money. Because that sounds hideous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it pisses me off.
Oh, I forgot to do this for the last couple times. You guys are going to be now level 13.
Yay!
Ooh.
I got a level.
What do we get? What do we get?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, Drew, I did have a question.
Okay.
I wanted to potentially switch a spell or two.
Okay.
Would I be able to do that?
Yeah, that's
At
fine.
leveling up?
I don't have any.
Because there's a couple starter spells in one of the Unearthed Arcana stuff, and a couple of the spells were like really cool. Like there was a kind of a mass alarm. Basically, you
Oh,
set
neat.
it up, camp it in that, and everybody can get up without having to take an action.
That is
Oh,
awesome.
that's
Yeah.
perfect.
And
Yes.
there was one that makes like snares. There was just a couple little cool ones. They're all pretty sure they're all level 1. Yeah, because it's like you can get them at first level. So
Yeah,
wanted
I have
to
no,
maybe
I
switch
have
out
no
one or
problem
two things.
taking
Yeah.
spells. You can switch them every day if you want.
And
I
I'm
don't
not
really
gonna.
care.
I want to end the stream just because people have to listen to this. But
Oh, yeah.
I want to put something out
Okay.
there for the stream that we might that I've been thinking that we might be able to do if everybody agrees with me.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here's an
I'm
idea.
not gonna play D&D topless anymore.
Well,
Damn
I'm not
it.
20. I'm not 20
I
something.
want
I'll
subscribers.
play D&D topless, but I don't think anyone will watch.
We need subscribers. Okay.
I was young and needed the experience points. It's not just a joke, people. Anyway,
Okay, go on,
I
Drew.
was actually thinking that we could
Sure.
do like an Ask the DM session
yes.
for the people that watch that have questions. Because I get to ask questions on Twitter, but they could come and ask us actual things about the game, or maybe
Absolutely.
like actual
That'd be
specifics
cool.
about the game, like actually specifics about. Oh, City won't watch if there's no boobs, or if there is boobs. City, I need to know which way.
Are you saying
Which
if
way,
I go
City?
topless, City,
Yeah, we need to be clear, City. We talked about a lot of boobs.
my boobs are going to be offended?
I'm concerned, City, but I think we could like host it for people to ask us either specifics about our campaigns or specifics about this
Characters
or the
whatever.
game in general. Like you might have a question about D&D itself.
Right, or because we do have so much vast knowledge, it might be fun to if people have any questions about, the 3.5 to 4 to 5, the different iterations. That'd be fun.
I thought it'd be fun.
Let's do that.
Okay, yeah. And
Well,
Line
as long
Dog.
as the DM's willing to as well, because he's probably gonna have the most questions.
Oh, we have.
Oh yeah.
Line
I'll
Dog
answer.
will go topless for us and dance on a pole.
Nice.
Good. Go.
And Line Dog, I've seen Line Dog live. Amazing stuff on a pole. It's amazing.
Great.
Things he can do on that pole.
Fidget spinner.
Very similar, only he's the spinner.
Got it.
Oh, City said no female boobs won't watch. Male boobs will watch twice.
Dude,
I have cute
put it in.
lingerie though.
Yeah, but I
You
have
guys-
hairy chest boobs, and it's sexy.
And
You're probably bigger than I am. so-
Nightshade Creations.
Oh.
Nightshade Creations is watching. Thank you. You love the idea. I hope you're talking about not the boobs, but talking about the Ask the DM session.
Yeah, this chat's
just
getting
making
real
sure.
serious.
But I think it'd
we
be
invite
fun.
an entirely different kind of audience.
Yeah.
Quality streams.
And again,
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. That'd be cool.
I think it'd be neat. Okay, yeah, they said they asked the DM. So I think it'd be neat. We could do like one for D&D. We could do one for WAD. We could combine them, see what the interest is, and just
yeah.
bring
Oh, yeah,
everybody
absolutely.
together. Players, DMs. If you can come, you come. If you can't, you can't. Like it's not like a mandatory thing, but I think it'd be
a lot
fun.
of fun. Yeah.
Also, everyone should get ready because we have another WAD game that's going to be starting up as a counter to Trey's WAD game. It's going to be a mage game, though. Same world as the Winchesters and Jake and Remy and all
And
that.
Aisha and Ava and the
Aisha and
demons
Ava and demons and everyone. And we're all going to be playing mages this time. And
It's going to be highly amusing.
And I
Unless
get to play.
curse it.
give you a little peek
No.
here.
No.
Mage is a great, great system and
I'm
game.
so excited.
Very different than Werewolf.
Yes.
Yes, and it's something I'm 1,000 times more comfortable with.
And I'll be playing a big gay Russian named Yuri.
That's true.
And I'll be trying to seduce you.
Your seduction will not buoy me into your arms, little girl. I must warn you.
There's gonna be lots of accents.
I
There
know. I
is.
feel weird. I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna have an accent. But I
There
love
is
doing
a
that.
Valley Girl accent. We live there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And believe it or not, somehow me and Al both chose Russian people
Russians,
without
right.
talking to each other on characters.
Well, that's funny.
somehow.
Not surprising.
It's cute. Huh. I wonder. Can you guys not be brothers for once?
Oh, we're not brothers.
I know. But we have the
Fact.
Winchesters and.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I think it'd be a fun idea to do that. And I'm excited for the mage game. It's gonna tie into our WAD world already. So if you know the World Darkness world, you kind of know what you're getting into, but not really because this is. It's gonna take.
If
some
there's
fun
redneck
turns.
mages, someone else is going to have to play him Line Dog because I'm not playing the redneck this time.
I don't think there is any rednecks being played this time.
Nope.
Unless Trey is.
I'm playing in German. Thank you.
Ah, okay.
No rednecks.
Do you have an accent, Clay?
Not really, no. No, he's just an African American.
He's cute too.
So well, he will have a ghetto at time or an accent at times when he decides to get ghetto when he needs to. There's going to be that nice dignified demeanor, and then something might set him off, and
Right.
And I'm not
he'll be
gonna
going all sorts of ghetto on people, putting a cap in their ass and shit.
So, like, Anthony Mackie was on Colbert last night, and he was talking about when he gets really excited, and at times his New Orleans accent comes out.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Well, this
I
guy's got from either Baltimore or from DC.
Okay.
So
I don't think I'll have like I won't be talking like with a German accent the whole time. She'll probably slip more into it randomly, like using random German words and
Yeah.
to emphasis things.
when she gets mad at everybody.
You're not gonna get mad at me, are you?
Probably not. You'll be like the only one I do not get mad about.
I'm looking forward to not being a bitch.
It's nice.
Right?
Yeah, Nightshade. It's Wad's a fun world, and the Mage World will be really great. And I'm glad you like the werewolf game because it's been a part of our lives for like 2 years. It's been
Yeah, we've been doing it a while.
It's been
I think the
really,
best
really
thing,
good.
Yeah, the best thing about WoD is just it's all character-driven storyline, which is what I try to implement with D&D. And I know a lot of people that watch D&D don't like that. They want the dungeon crawl, hack slash, chop
Dude.
goblins. But
It's good to mix the stuff up.
it is.
I am so thrilled though that we don't have that kind of campaign because it's a character-driven campaign. Even in D&D, is just so much more interesting.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, there's always some nights that you're going to have a good battle and you're going to have that part of the campaign where you're dealing with a dungeon. But honestly, this is so much more interesting and character building. You kind of get to test yourself, and I know we're going to get tested real soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it makes you feel like growth is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right, well, I mean, you get the players like built, and then by having them act and react to each other, I feel that it draws the players into their character more. Instead of where D&D usually sits around and you're just hacking through dungeons, you don't really become attached to your character, so you don't really care if it dies or whatever. Whereas if you build that character up, you might actually give a shit if your character dies.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, look at the character
Definitely.
relationships we have. Like, it was Addie and Kratos for so long, and now Addie is really getting closer to Hades, and it's a weird dynamic for her because she's been with Kratos forever.
And very much the same thing with Hades and Aegis and Savari becoming friends, and like even when Matt last week, said, friend Savari, and then kind of paused, like, wait, that's weird.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and good thing I didn't know if you were still running that or everything City, but anyone watching should watch City's Pathfinder game too when they go on and do their thing, because
We love City.
we like City. We'll promote
We'll have to
you
check
all
that
the
out.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will I'll put something out there on Twitter, gain interest on it, but I think it'd be fun to do fun ask sessions. If you want to
yeah.
know things about the storyline, ask us. If you're confused, if you came in late, we're here.
Never played 5e. Want to know? Yeah.
Don't understand why 3.5 is not being played right now, and we're playing 5.
Well, and also understand that the 5th edition is more of a guideline to me, and I like wrecking worlds more so than building. So.
Oh yeah, we were wrecking them.
We like wrecking.
Take what's there and shake it up, knock over the furniture.
I know
Right.
something we talked about, and I don't remember if it was in chat or not, or if it was in one of our many various conversations offline. But I like the idea of a future campaign 50 years after this campaign, where you have a cute man brought me food.
Yay.
Where you do have characters that are brought up in this timeline with whatever happened to the dragons, and
I have ideas with
Cool.
that too. I don't know if anyone's ever read about the Brent Weeks and the Prism series, the Lightbringer series.
Mm-mm.
But I think it would be a neat campaign in D&D to basically interrupt the weave and Mystra and all that. I don't think Mystra is around in 5th edition anymore. I think someone else is running the show. But basically interrupt the weave for all magic and make it more light-based, which is in... Like, the way they do it there is they have different prisms, like colors, so red, green, blue, black. I think there's 7 of them, yellow, and stuff like that. And they each do different things. And I think that'd be a neat take to have like something with the mages where they have to relearn and they start casting light magic.
Right.
Oh, City's no mystery anymore.
Yeah, no, Mystra. I think I remember she died in the spell plague, I think, and then Elminster took over for a little while running the weave, and I don't know if he's still running it or if someone else is. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. I haven't read about that in a long time, but I know, like, I think she died out in 4th edition.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds about right. Okay.
Is it still Elminster City? Is he still in charge of the weave? Because I know he took over for Mystra for a long time. Yeah, Mystra was really... I know Elminster was an avatar for her for a while, too. Uh-oh.
Don't choke on your delicious-looking food. I love
If you guys
food,
ever
so-
make it out here, you take your Chino Banditos.
Chino Bandinos.
It's so good, and it's so bad.
Well, isn't everything bad that's good for you? No, vice versa?
Yeah, it's a Chinese, Mexican, Jamaican joint. And they just put all the flavors together. It's really delicious.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I think we're going to stop the stream.
Let's stop the stream. Good night, guys. We love you.
Good night, guys.
Thank
you.
guys
Next
for
week is
watching.
WAD.
Thank everyone for watching. Next week
Yes.
is World of Darkness.
It's fine Jake time. It's find the Raven in the dark.
Let's see if we can find Jake.
Yeah, that's...
The biggest
does
question
blend.
before I end the stream is it possible for the storyteller to know where Jake is? Did the storyteller plan ahead?
Well,
I
Jake
abstain from answering that.
is in the storm, and now shifters have to go there. So
You did plan ahead for last game, though. I can attest to that.
There was
There was
so,
so
much
many
written
notes.
down. There were so many notes. I don't write notes, guys. You know how hard that was for me?
it was very good.
So
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at these notes. These very good, unable to be read by anybody but me.
Yeah.
And other notes. There's notes. And there's X's. I accomplished goals. I put
Trey has
X's down.
horrible handwriting.
She does not. I read it just fine.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Because mine's just as bad, so...
We look like we write like male doctors. We don't look like them at least, so it's okay.
No.
I might hit you up, City, with some brainstorming. I definitely would hit up Heather too because she can read my handwriting.
Also, yeah, what did we decide my title was when I'm helping you? STD?
STD.
Storyteller's Dementor?
That's Trey has an STD. That's great.
Yeah, I'm Trey's STD.
And with that, I'm
that's
turning
got
stream
weird.
off.
That's
It
just
got
fantastic.
weird.
Good night, everybody. Love you
Night,
guys.
stream.
Everyone.